I had an amazing video game character job yesterday that I did with the Lauten Clarion and the SPL Pre One, and I want to show you what the client said. Stick around.
From the mind of Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov.
So the game is City of Ashes, and it's projected to come out in early 2025. Let me just show you a quick clip of the trailer. Check this out. I'll be back soon. I promise. So yeah, I play the main character in City of Ashes, this post-apocalyptic fighting game, where you go across this city hellscape you're looking for someone that you love that has been taken away from you. So there is no one who is going to stand in your way, and none of these post-apocalyptic gangs or cannibals or hoodlums is going to prevent you from getting where you want to go, because you're going to beat the crap out of everybody. You are a rage-filled maniac in this game. You are handing out 3-day comas to anyone who stands in your way. You are the Oprah of 3-day comas. You get a 3-day coma, and you get a 3-day coma, and you get a 3-day coma. So embodying this character involved more than just, there was acting involved, which was so great. Any day that you get hired to do some acting is a great day. But this was amazing because this was really kind of a dream job. There was a lot of dialogue. So what happened was, in March, I booked the trailer. I didn't even audition for this. They booked me. And so I do the trailer, and I'd forgotten all about it. I had no idea that the trailer came out months ago. Otherwise, I would have, pushed it in your face earlier. But the trailer came out, and I forgot all about this gig. And then yesterday, I wake up and there's the booking for all the main character dialogue in my inbox. So I was thrilled about that. Because, again, there's so much going on in the dialogue, right? The dialogue propels the narrative. And, of course, the narrative in a game like this is not the most important element, but I think it's what keeps you emotionally invested in the game. And so delivering all this dialogue, again, there were like over 200 lines of dialogue. It was like well over a movie's worth of dialogue. And a lot of it was you telling the people that you're beating up what you're going to do to them, which was some not nice stuff. Let me just say that there was some nut ripping involved, which I would not advise for anyone as a recipient. As the dealer of said punishment, if it's warranted, like in the game, then hey, you be you. But so embodying this character was really something. Because, again, you're acting. So you're not just saying the lines. You have to be the character. You have to feel the rage that the character feels, which, luckily I was able to do. I was able to tap into something really dark and just angry inside of me. And who doesn't have that inside of them, right? So I was able to tap into it. And, here, you know what? Hold on. Let me just show you a real quick clip. I turned on my webcam because I wanted to document just a moment of it. Let me just show you a real quick clip of right before a take, like just really the mental process that you could see the mental process happening in real time. Watch this. So let me show you this clip and check this out. Ready? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna tear your balls off and feed them to you.
What? What?
So being in this character mindset was really, the whole battle, getting in there. And after you're done screaming into the mic, and, not all of it was screaming. Some of it was real acting. After you're done shouting and screaming and, being terrified and stuff into a mic, it's very cathartic. So, but I'm bearing the lead here because even though this was like a dream gig for me, it really was. I gotta say that the rig performed perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. As a matter of fact, this is what the client said. Yeah. So, I mean, again, what I do on this channel, right? The search for tone, the tone quest that goes on this channel. This is not here for engagement, for social engagement, for likes and whatnot. This is my livelihood. I'm on a quest to deliver perfect stuff to my clients. Perfect performances, perfect sound. And perfect sound really, well, let's just say the right sound. There's something about having a great sound, okay? A great sound elevates all performances. But the right sound is very powerful. The right sound is very powerful. And I was thrilled with how the Clarion and the SPL Pre One paired together for this video game job. And it was amazing because the other thing I did was you're listening to it in neutral. Let me flip it into Flair, right? Flair adds that a little bit. I did the entire gig with Flair because I just wanted to push it a little bit. I really wanted to give it a little bit more edge. And I also wanted to put it more in your face a little bit more. And that little bit of when you're really emoting with a little bit of extra saturation on it, I think it adds an element of tension that really amps up the emotional intent of your performance. So yeah, I did the whole thing in Flair. Let me go back to neutral. And I was very happy with it. And the client was extremely happy with it. So, I mean, come on. That's all you want. And again, this, to me, yesterday, I kind of undersold this whole thing to myself. The rest of the day, I was not really thinking about what this job meant to me. I mean, to be trusted with the main character, really to help drive. If my performance is not effective, it's going to negatively impact your experience in the game. You may even turn off all the dialogue completely, right? But if it feels right, if it's enhancing the experience, which I'm hoping it did, then it's going to make the whole thing better for you, right? Obviously. So to be trusted with the main character, I mean, this was really just this was a huge moment for me yesterday. Not to break my arm patting myself on the back too much, but it really made me feel very, very confident that the choices I'm making in terms of gear, that the dedication, the time I'm putting into my craft, and the voice maintenance and really just making my performances really just shine, just really trying to be the best at what I can do is working, is paying off. I'm seeing results from my effort, and that's what you want. And I really do feel like, yeah, I mean, you could say, look, you could have done that gig on any rig. But this one was the perfect rig. This was absolutely at the Clarion and the SPL Pre One. And again, the SPL Pre One, having this really big dynamic range, was very helpful because there were moments in the game where you have to go from kind of where you're turning the emotions up, like mid-dialogue, where it's like you're down here. And this isn't a line from the game per se, but it's something like, "Tell me where she is, or I'm gonna freaking kill you!" I mean, where you're changing the dynamic of your performance. And the Pre One handled it perfectly. It's exactly what I was saying in the review. Having a big dynamic range and the clarity in there. And I'm able to really get the grit and anger in my voice in a way that really feels right. So again, couldn't be more happy with it and very excited to see this game coming out. Early next year, I'll keep you posted. And yeah, so video game rig. I think I have this. I think I have this solved for all time now. This is it. I love it. So, what's your favorite video game job? I want to know about that. Let me know in the comments, and just let me know what you think. All right. I gotta get to work. All right. Until next time. This is Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov, fading to black.